I'm Rachel Williams, and I'm the Programme Director for the MSc HRM programme at Cardiff. I'm recording a summary of some of the key things that I think you might need to know if you're interested in coming to study in Cardiff with us. In terms of why I studied the qualification, I think the key reason most people study is to get the CIPD qualification. Our Masters is accredited by the CIPD and is therefore the equivalent of the Advanced Diploma, which is the Level 7 CIPD qualification. With that qualification, when you've got relevant experience, you can apply for chartered membership of the CIPD. And when you complete our programme, if you're a member of the CIPD, you'll be upgraded to associate member. So this is the qualification which you would need to become an HR professional with the CIPD. The other reason that people would study the programme is to get an academic background to inform your HR decisions. So you will all have read about evidence-based decision-making, and really that's what we're here to do, is to provide you with the research evidence that you need to be able to make the right decisions when you're deciding about appropriate HR processes within your organisation. You will learn something about the research that's being carried on in HR and get the qualification that you need. So what does the course look like? You would attend for one whole day a week during term time, and you're taught in 3-hour blocks. So within these 3 hours, there is flexibility for the academic to give you a mix of lectures. You'll be doing some group work, you might have guest speakers in, you might go on site visits. So it's a very flexible 3-hour block. So you're definitely not sitting and listening to somebody talk for 3 hours. It's about being active and taking a part in those sessions. You would have about 11 of those sessions for each 15 credit module. And you would do 4 modules in your first year and then another 4 in your second year. At the end of each of the modules, you would be assessed, and the assessment method would vary depending on the sorts of things that you were learning and what would be appropriate for that module. So for some, it might be a formal essay. Some, it would be an assignment based on case studies. For others, there could be unseen formal exams. And you would normally do those at the end of the module when the information is still fairly fresh in your minds. So what do you study? In your first year, you would study the management of human resources, and this is really the introductory module. It's a module that I teach, and we cover a bit about selection, performance management, diversity, so some of the key things that you would need as an HR practitioner. You would also have a module on reward management, one on employment law, and one on HRM context and strategy, which will give you sort of the background to the organisations. In the second year, you would cover another 4 modules, and they are currently employee relations, leadership, and then one's on contemporary issues in HR and practice of HR, which are based around case studies and looking at some of the current issues in HR. In the first year, you also do a 3-day management retreat to Grigennol Hall, which is in the middle of Wales, and it really is the middle of nowhere. And during those 3 days, we cover things that we can't cover in a 3-hour session. So largely, we would look at negotiation and persuasion skills. We also look at communication. And also, it just gives us a chance to get to know each other, students and lecturers. It's an intensive 3 days, but we also have some downtime. So we will go off for a walk for half a day, and we'll spend time just getting to know each other. The cost of that is included in the fees. At the moment, provisional dates for 2020 will be the 20th to the 22nd of October, but obviously we're waiting to see how things pan out at the moment. So why Cardiff? One of the key things I think with Cardiff is that we're very student focused, we're keen to help, the lecturers are friendly, and we want students to succeed. And one of the things that we understand is how difficult it is to study when you're working, you might have family commitments, and you're trying to juggle everything as well as finding time to study. And so we'll work with you to try and make sure that you can manage all those requirements. We develop a really close-knit cohort, and that we then extend, and we now have an alumni group. And so once you're with Cardiff and you're with our HR team, then you stay there. And so our students keep in touch over many years. So we have a LinkedIn alumni group where we can chat with students, keep in touch. If students have HR jobs and they're looking for people, then we can advertise those to our students or to our past students. And we also have a get-together, and it was a really nice occasion to catch up, see what everybody was doing, and to network. So it's a very nice, friendly degree, and we do keep in touch. Other reasons, we have in-house support. We're very lucky within the business school that we have our own student support officer, and that support is open to part-time and full-time students. And so if you do get to a point where you feel that you're juggling and you want some help with that, then you can go and see Denise. We have an excellent careers and employability service. And again, that's also open to part-time students. So if you're looking to change your job and you want information about organisations, or you want support with interviews, assessment centres, then that support is there in-house within the business school. We're a public value business school, and I think that sets us apart from some other business schools. And it means that we're interested in not just economic benefits from an organisation, but also social benefits. And so when we teach you, we deal not just with private sector organisations, but we talk to you about third sector. You get the opportunity to go out and work with different organisations. We just think it's very important to give you that very broad outlook to business, and it's not just about making money. As a business school, we've been ranked 6th in the UK in the research excellence for our research. And although that may not appear to have a big impact on you, it does, because the lecturers who are carrying out that world-leading research are the people who will be teaching you. And so the work that they're doing will impact on the lectures and the things that you're taught. We were also ranked joint first in the UK for research environment. And in terms of the environment, we have excellent modern teaching spaces. So most of your lectures will be in a new postgraduate teaching centre, where there are student common rooms, there's a space for coffee, and we do have nice, flexible teaching spaces. So if you're interested, what do you need to do to get in? Our standard admissions requirements are a 2-1 or equivalent in a business or social science or related degree. However, we will look at everybody on an individual basis. And some of our part-time students don't have a degree, they haven't come through traditional routes, but they do have lots of HR experience. And therefore, we will talk to students, we will find out whether we think that they can cope with the degree. It is a master's degree, it's a lot of work, it's not easy, but within our current students, we do have students with a whole range of backgrounds, and some have degrees, some don't. And it's been a steep learning curve for some, but they're all doing well. In terms of cost, for 2021, the fee is £4,975 per year for home students. There are loans and grants available. So if you're interested, then have a look on the website and you will find all the information that you need. So if you want further information about the degree, then have a look on the website. You'll have information about the modules and anything else that you would need to know. But please, if you need anything else, just give us a call. You can email the admissions team or email me, and we can have a chat and I can talk to you about what it's going to be like. So hopefully that's answered most of your questions. Thank you very much.